makes Kiran Bedi so happy?
It was a dream fulfilled.
What is Kiran Bedi's future vision? CM Narayanaswamy that you want to appreciate.
Thank you.
Tamil words.
Vanakkam.
Do you ever take break?
मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ऐसे हो हमारे करम.
மறுமுகம் நிகழ்ச்சிக்காக இன்று நம்மோடு இணைந்திருப்பவர் எழுமிகு புதவியின் துணைநிலை ஆளுநர் டாக்டர் கிரண் பேடி அவர்கள். Hello ma'am.
Hi.
Being a woman, you face lot of male driven throughout your career from the day one in 1972 to till now in Puducherry. It was time ma'am, 60s or 70s. We people used to talk about, especially Tamilians, we talk about the woman equality, empowerment and upliftment rights. In the meanwhile, you came out with the golden wings to break all those useless social rituals in our society. That makes us to like you more. My question is, who gives you this vision, or how you got this vision?
I've grown in this vision. We were 4 sisters. We've all grown in this vision. Grown, when I say grown in the vision, means we were given this vision of that you are less than nobody else. You're equal. It depends on how you use your opportunities.
So it depends on opportunities. But all those great goes to your father and mother. Can you say something about your father and mother, ma'am? How much they are close to you and how they are backbone to your growth?
They were visionaries. They had a dream, they had a vision. What would girls be 20 years from now, 30? They clearly had a vision. And so they shared their dream and their vision. And their vision was that when you grow up, you will not depend on anybody for anything.
Oh.
You'll be self-reliant. The word was self-reliant. So self-reliance is economic. Self-reliance is mental. Self-reliance is psychological. Self-reliance is physical. So they made us grow up saying, you will be self-reliant. Now self-reliant is a very big, that means you, like the boy grows up. He doesn't grow up to become dependent on anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
He grows up. That's the way we were told. You grow up to be self-reliant.
The one phone call which you will never forget in your life.
The one phone call which came in the middle of the night, which came from the United Nations in New York.
From whom?
Yeah, from the then Under Secretary General of United Nations, Mr. Yamari Goino, when I was waiting to be appointed as the police advisor in the United Nations. It came in the middle of the night because while the timing is 10 hours, 11 hours different, so it woke us up all. I was waiting to be appointed in New York to be police advisor. I was really waiting for that call, and it came. I can never forget. It was the year, it was the month of January, February 1993.
What was the feeling?
My feeling? It was a dream fulfilled.
That is your dream?
It was a dream for that posting.
Oh.
I was waiting to be going and working at the United Nations. For me, it was a dream as a police officer one day to work at the United Nations. And
Kiran
it was
Bedi's
fulfilled.
dream. You're a superb sportsman. The world knows that. The most difficult tennis match.
I was desperate to win an Asian tennis title.
Oh.
It was in Pune, and I was very, very keen because I knew after that I would be joining the services. I'd qualified. So I was very keen, and it turned out to be not a very tough match because my mental toughness was very strong because I wanted to get the first point right, point by point. So I think it was one of the most important match, and of course one of the best title I got was the Asian tennis title.
That is the most difficult match you ever faced?
It was difficult in the sense that it was a most critical title for me.
As you said already, you are not dependent on anything. But as a human, we need to depend something.
I'm not dependent on anything. I didn't say that.
I
just said I am not dependent on my needs, like economic needs or others, on anybody. I'm self-reliant.
You're self-satisfied with what
certainly I need friends, I need my family, I want support system. I'm totally dependent on support system. I have a very good support system. So
can you mention some things which you can't live without? Few things which you can't live without.
I can't live without God's grace.
Everyone needs God's grace.
That's right. From grace comes everything.
Can you name something? 3.
Good health comes from grace. You may be doing the right thing. Family relations, family life comes through grace. The life of your loved ones comes through grace. Health comes through grace. And a lot of good things which happen, support systems come through grace. And that's the strength for you. That's your joy, that's your sacrifice. Rewards of hard work come through grace. You got your duties to do your duty. Sometimes are beyond your work also. You get admiration, respect, regard, comes through grace.
When we hear the name Kiran Bedi, the first thing which comes in my mind is she's brave and courageous. On the other time, when was the last time you cried?
I cried when I lost my mother.
Oh.
I cried when I lost my sister, who's dearest. I cried when I lost my father. I cried.
Apart from these things, ma'am?
Apart from that, I don't recall.
You never get depressed and cried for?
No. No depressions and crying for.
So always the synonym of Kiran Bedi is brave and courageous.
No, it's not brave and courageous. It's being in command and control.
What makes you angry?
Angry.
This type of questions will make you angry, right?
No, no. What makes me angry is when people who are in a position of responsibility, they commit deceit. They cheat people. They tell lies. That doesn't mean that I lose my cool. It makes me angry that why are they doing this? Like elected representatives, when they tell lies, when they cheat people, or public servants, when they underperform, or they do not do what is supposed to be done. This is their duty to do, or commits breach of trust, runs away from their responsibility but gives a different impression. It does make me angry.
What will you do, ma'am, when you get angry?
I move on.
Move on to?
But it gives me a message never to be doing what makes me angry.
You will teach some lessons to them.
I don't teach lessons. Nature teaches them lessons. I believe in the power of nature, which is a law of nature. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you will suffer one day, sooner or later. Let the law, nature decide. But the message is, this is wrong. In fact, it reminds you, this is wrong. Don't do it like that. So it's not that, so what makes me angry is when you are particularly when you are in a position of faith and trust and you breach it.
Still, women are considered as a weaker sex. What is your opinion? They are weaker sex?
They're not weaker, but society makes them weak.
How they are making us?
They're not weaker. They're equal as any. How are they? The brain size is the same. They got same 2 hands, arms, legs. How are they weak? They got 2 legs, they got 2 arms. They got the same as the men. How are they weaker? It's society which holds them back. They make them, because they want them, they like them to be weak.
They means
who people,
are they?
People around them. People around them can be relatives.
Sometimes women makes women weaker, right?
You see, they can include women as well. Why not? Sometimes the relationships, but women are not weak.
They are used to that.
They're not used to, because they don't have a choice. What else do they do? What else do they do? Where do they go? Who do they go to? So they are made dependent and they become dependent, and that's the way that they live their life. Some rebel.
Some anywhere, somewhere.
Yeah, but they're not weak. They're as equal, and in a way they're stronger. Who suffers the pangs of delivering a baby? A man can never ever go through the suffering and the pain which the delivery of the child, the woman goes through. It's a huge pain.
We can't even imagine.
She's very strong. She takes it.
Being an IPS officer or a woman, which demanded you most?
Both. Both are equally dependent, but it's very important that everything is at the right time. And the support system.
How do you manage the time between those, being a woman and being an IPS officer?
Being supported by my family fully. At my workplace, I was very, very substantially supported by my parents.
So can I get concluded, without the support of parents, no one get grown up?
Oh, no, without support systems.
Support systems.
If you want to succeed more, have great support systems. Friends are support systems. Family is a support system. Workplace is a support system. Hired people are support systems. You need to create support systems. Everybody is not blessed with the kind of family I had.
Are you blessed with those people, or you build those people?
Both. I'm blessed as well, and I nurture them as well. That's my duty.
Can you name someone who are built by you for your support system?
Somebody who works for me in the house. No, somebody who's nurtured with me, and not one, many. I've groomed many. And the only thing which this has kept them with me is their loyalty, their trustworthiness. They may not know the skill, but if they're trustworthy and loyal, they stay on with me, and I keep training them, grooming them. They look after me, I look after them.
What makes Kiran Bedi so happy? What things make you?
It's living in the moment with gratitude. You're grateful for whatever you have.
You face lot of criticisms, lot of problems, but still having the same smile in your lips. What is the secret behind that?
It's born with it.
That cute smile. Do you feel satisfied your dream as a child came true, ma'am? Are you living happy?
No, I'm absolutely living a fulfilled life. It's a very self-fulfilling life. I think it's a life.
When you got this fulfillment?
You can't take it for granted, but you live it on a daily basis and be grateful for the abundance you have. And I think the biggest abundance you have is you get up healthy, get up with energy. You get up with energy and you work on energy to build energy for the day and recharge your batteries, and you go back, sleep charged, but in the morning you're fully charged. And then you don't discharge yourself through the day. You go do nice deeds, good things through the day. It keeps charging you.
As an officer in a uniform, what you thought about common politicians?
Common politicians are all kinds of shades.
Oh.
All kinds of shades. I've seen them all in all shades. They're all shades.
As a Kiran Bedi, your general opinion about those politicians nationwide?
India deserves better politicians.
Deserves better politicians?
India deserves, people deserve better politicians. But I think sometimes they're left with no choices.
Is it true that an honest officer often feel isolated or frustrated?
Well, it's a feeling. I think it's not a question of being isolated, it's a question of doing the right thing. And when you're doing the right thing, you may not have many people behind you or around you. But that doesn't mean you get isolated. You're with yourself, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, suppose you do the right thing, you have been to be isolated, right?
As I said, there's no isolation. It's being yourself. There's a difference between isolated and being yourself. Isolated would be when you don't know who you are. Then you feel lonely. You may be alone but not lonely. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. There's a difference between lonely and being yourself.
Kiran Bedi's favorite moment in this world?
I've forgotten yesterday's. I have enough of today.
You're always living for the today's moment.
I have so much of yesterday, and then I remember, let me write down so that I can remember, but then so much happens for the day again. That's called God's grace.
Do you ever thought of giving this all the stress and we need to stay somewhere, we need to take a holiday? And
this work is holiday.
Yogging is a holiday.
Living in Rajnivas, in Pondicherry, walking the beach in the evening, do my workout at Rajnivas lawns, the fountain playing in the evening. Isn't this a holiday?
But you have some enemies here, right?
Enemies? Oh, they are my best friends.
But they are saying you are the enemy.
But they are my best friends.
I think this is your tool to make them as a friend.
They are my best friends. In fact, they are able to make me think that what are they thinking.
Do you ever take break, ma'am? What do you do in your leisure time?
This is a break.
This is your work time?
This is a break from my work.
So what do you do in your work? You talk with people.
I make my work my break. Like morning round, we go biking. Is it work or a break?
It's your break.
And it's also work.
What is Kiran Bedi's vision, future vision?
I'd love to see a better India.
No, it is not better India.
The leadership, whether it's in administration or it's political or community leadership, I think we owe much more to this country.
Where we are lagging, ma'am?
Leadership, sense of responsibility.
List out half a dozen of Tamil words you know, ma'am. Tamil words.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam. Okay.
Nandri.
Nandri.
That's all.
The two words enough. Tannir.
It begins in Tani.
Tannir. Tannir.
Tannir. Tannir is water?
Tannir.
Achha, must be a third word.
Your favorite song, ma'am? A Tamil song? Can you ever?
I don't know any Tamil song.
A Hindi song? Maybe I don't know any.
I have a lot of bhajans in my library. I have a lot of music. There's no one, many.
It's my humble request. Can you sing 2 lines for me?
ए मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ऐसे हो हमारे करम, नेकी पर चले और बदी से टले, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम.
Thank you.
It's a prayer.
It's a prayer song. But you have a divine in your voice, ma'am.
That's your feeling and your perception.
Maybe it's world's perception.
Maybe.
Is there anything about CM Narayanaswamy that you want to appreciate?
Oh, he's very good in Hindi.
Wow, that's your favorite translator, I heard
And
you
see
say.
what a good translator he is. He's excellent in Hindi. I wish I was like him. I could speak Tamil. But he's very good in Hindi, and that's a very good thing. See, that's his extra quality. I think he's a linguist. He knows French also, I believe. He knows Hindi, French, and
He knows
English.
Tamil, Malayalam.
Tamil, absolutely.
He speaks Malayalam.
Excellent.
He speaks Telugu.
Excellent. Full marks.
That is the most thing you want to appreciate. The last thing, ma'am, from your life, what is the most important thing I can learn of?
Value time.
I respect your value time, ma'am. Thank you so much for
you.
being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.